Just days ago, the Congress campaigner in chief, Rahul Gandhi, had said that if the BJP comes to power again, India will be on fire. But right now it seems that the fire is burning elsewhere. That both his alliance and specifically his party are busy dousing fires in their own backyard. From Jammu and Kashmir to Maharashtra, from Uttar Pradesh to Bihar and Kerala, the alliance that should have gone all guns blazing against the BJP is currently facing shots from their own so-called friends. The seat sharing formula is still not sealed for several states. There is discontent already. At a time when nominations have to be filed, there are fights happening within. In some places, it's fight for a seat. In others, a tussle for a common vote bank. But either way, the Congress seems to be facing all the blowback. The biggest standoff, of course, is in Maharashtra. Even as key constituents of the Maharashtra Vikas Aghadi hold discussions on campaign strategy and seat-sharing formula at Sharad Pawar's residence today, there is a dispute over several seats. Remember, the Shiv Sena unilaterally declared its candidates on 21 seats. The Congress was still to decide which seats it wants to fight on. Sangli, though, continues to be a pain point. The Congress said it was hopeful for an agreement for a friendly fight on Sangli. Today, however, Shiv Sena put paid to all of those hopes. They said it's a closed chapter. Now, remember, on the 1st of April, Congress MLA from Sangli, Vishwajit Kadam, announced his decision to abstain from the party's campaign committee meeting. He said, I am unhappy because Pratik Patil has not been given the Congress ticket from Sangli. Expressing his dismay over Uddhav Sena's unilateral decision to field their own candidate from this seat, which is a traditional Congress stronghold, Kadam took a firm stand. He said, Congress has a historical claim and I am going to oppose any idea by the Shiv Sena to foist their candidate. Now let's turn our focus to another seat. Sanjay Nirupam has been staking claim on Mumbai Northwest. He was upset because this seat has already been given away to the Shiv Sena again. Now Sanjay Nirupam has come out and said in as many words, I am putting the Congress party on notice. They haven't stood up to Uddhav Sena. They have pretty much surrendered the interests of the Congress before a man, the candidate from that seat, who he refers to as Khichdi Chor. And finally, of course, we have the third seat, which is in Bihar. Pappu Yadav joined the Congress party with much fanfare. In fact, he personally credited Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi with him being brought into the Congress's fold. He even merged his party into the Congress. What happened? Pappu Yadav said, I want to fight from Purnia. That ally, the RJD, said, sorry, this seat is for us. They didn't give him Purnia. They didn't even give him Supol, which is a seat which has been won earlier by his wife, Ranjita Ranjan. As a result, now Pappu Yadav has said, I am going to file my nomination irrespective of the fact that the RJD's Bima Bharti today filed her nomination for the same seat. And look at the statement that was made. Tejasvi Yadav himself went for the filing of Bima Bharti's nomination. This is as clear a message as any to the Congress party. We are not going to take any kind of nonsense from the Congress. We have decided to give you a certain number of seats. Take it or leave it.
जिस तरीके से शिवसैनिकों ने कांग्रेस का प्रचार शुरू किया है, मैं उम्मीद करता हूं कि आज या कल से कांग्रेस भी सांगली से लेकर सारी जगह पर शिवसेना के जहां पर प्रत्याशी हैं उनका प्रचार शुरू करेंगे। फ्रेंडली फाइट नहीं होती है, या तो फ्रेंडशिप करो नहीं तो फाइट करो।
पप्पू यादव ने नामांकन पूर्णिया सीट पर करेंगे।
भाई कौन कहां से क्या कर रहा है हमको क्या पता। हम अपने पार्टी का ना देखेंगे, अपने गठबंधन का ना देखेंगे। मेरी पार्टी है ना भाई, हमारे पार्टी में नेता नहीं है।
This is also a short-sighted decision on the part of Congress party to field Mr. Rahul Gandhi. Why not? Why not? Because everyone knows Kerala has just 20 seats And the main battle is between LDF and UDF. Rahul Gandhi, the leader of his stature, why he should be fielded in Wayanad? This is what people are asking, not me. Congress party should take note why people are raising such questions, what Congress can do.
This is just a part of the problems. Let's take a look at an iftar party that Akhilesh Yadav attended, because that also will give you an idea of what is the root of this entire fight. The problem is that now whichever allies are still remaining as allies, they are fighting for the same vote. So in Uttar Pradesh, Akhilesh Yadav went for an iftar party, but it is not the one that was hosted by the Congress party. Why? Because the message sent out was, this is my vote bank. The iftar that Akhilesh went for was hosted by cleric Firangi Mehli. Congress had a parallel iftar. Akhilesh decided to give it a miss. Right now, all of them are saying that these are minor cracks and they don't really matter. But is the alliance itself, in the words of D. Raja, short-sighted? Let me take this across. Joining us now on the debate, we have Guru Prakash, national spokesperson of the BJP, Shantanu Gupta, author, Mohammad Tariq Khan, national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party, Kamruzaman Chaudhary, political analyst, Vinod Agnihotri, senior journalist. Kamruzaman Chaudhary, I want to ask you about two things. One, you brought in Danish Ali with much fanfare from the BSP. You fielded him from Amroha. His supporters were beaten up by Samajwadi Party supporters in the Samajwadi Party office. Then Akhilesh Yadav goes for an iftar, gives a cold shoulder to Congress's iftar. What is this friendly fire?
Padmaja, first and foremost, you must understand during an election season, there is always some, a particular political party or its supporters will want to be dominant over a particular constituency. That is but natural in a functional democracy that we are, or electoral politics. But ultimately you see, let me cite you an example. During the Bihar elections, you know, when Congress was allotted 70 seats in Bihar for the assembly elections, and we could barely win 19. But those 70 seats were the most toughest seats in Bihar, so to say. But still then we made it to 19 seats. And all the blame for losing in that election was heaped upon the Congress party, because we could not win the elections out there. You look at Maharashtra right now. The Sangli seat that the Congress was once winning once upon a time, though in the last two elections we could not win. That was also taken away by the Shiv Sena. In the entire Mumbai region, Uddhav Thackeray, Shiv Sena, they did not leave anything for us. So it is justified as a loyal party worker of the grassroots that we need those seats to keep at least the Congress party's flag flying high in those assembly seats.
Sir, I resonate with your pain. My question is, who is addressing these painful thoughts of yours? You are saying we need the seat, we need those seats, but your party high command is not giving you those seats.
Now coming to the better part of my answer, you see any alliance talks will have these types of disputes. But ultimately what matters is whether the votes are getting transferred from one alliance partner to the other. Now we can very easily discuss what's happening with the India alliance, but we hardly forget and we hardly want to discuss anything what happened with the BJP and the Biju Janata Dal alliance in Orissa, or the AIADMK and the BJP alliance in Tamil Nadu, or the Akali and the the BJP alliance in Punjab, because it does not suit the narrative. We want to project that the India alliance is divided. But you will have a rude shock on the 4th of June when you see the results, how the alliance has resonated on the field, how it has gone appeal to the voters and they have voted in our favor. Whatever alliance, there might be some
Kamruzaman Chaudhary, I wish you the best of luck. May you go 400 par. My question is, you are not getting seats to fight. A man who you brought into your fold by promising him one seat that he has been doing yatras on, today is crying and saying कि मेरे को एक सीट जो मिलनी थी पूर्णिया की वो मेरे को नहीं दे रहे हैं लालू प्रसाद. How are you going to win if your own friends don't give you seats to fight on?
Padmaja, let me cite you this example comparing with the Bengal. In Bengal, we are allotted around 10 seats out of the 42 seats in Bengal. Even I had applied for a Lok Sabha seat ticket. I could not get it. So that does not mean that I will go against the party line.
Sir, we are saying the same thing. आपका दुख मेरा दुख है, बट मैं सवाल आपसे ये पूछ रही हूँ कि आपके दुखों का निवारण कौन कर रहा है? कमरुज़्ज़मान चौधरी, आपका दुख, पप्पू यादव का दुख, सबके दुख एक ही है। संजय निरुपम का दुख, आप सब दुखी हैं।
You are twisting the entire narrative out here. Now Pappu Yadav is a very big leader of the party right now in Bihar, and we have very high hopes of him as well as Kanhaiya Kumar in Bihar, and we are sure that in the next few years you will see them rising up like Revanth Reddy in Telangana. Who knew him 1 year before the elections? Nobody knew him. He has come up with such a wonderful result. So wait for the unexpected and don't discount the Congress party in all this. We are going to come back. It's the passion and the dedication of the party workers that such voices are at least coming to your television studios.
Okay, Guru Prakash, don't discount the passion. You might not get a poll ticket, but passion is unabated.
No, Padmaja, I think you have rightly pointed out the discussion which is going on in Bihar, but we should also focus our attention to what happened in Uttar Pradesh. Congress party and Samajwadi party, they have had a history of association. What we saw, UP के लड़के साथ आ गए हैं. This time what did we see? The perversion of political discourse at a new level. Words like चिरकुट, हमसे पूछा नहीं गया, वो छोटे नेता हैं, ये बड़े नेता है. जिस प्रकार के शब्दों का उपयोग, the exchange of words that happened between the leadership of Samajwadi party and the Congress party, leave alone that. In Maharashtra, like you pointed out, khichdi chor, the lack of self-respect for the Congress party is seriously appalling. In Bihar, from where I'm live right now, Mr. Lalu Yadav announced his 4 candidates for the first phase of Lok Sabha election that votes on April 19th without even consulting the Congress party. कांग्रेस पार्टी से बात तक करना आपने उचित नहीं समझा. द कांग्रेस पार्टी हैज नो रेस्पेक्ट फॉर इट्स ओन लीडरशिप एट ऑल. And as far as the Bharatiya Janata Party or the NDA is concerned, let me remind my friend from the Congress Party, in Bihar, we are an alliance of 5 political parties. You are an alliance of 3 political parties. The Communists, the Congress and the RJD. In Bihar, in Punjab, in Odisha, did you see any perversion of political discourse? Did you see any negative word of exchanges? Absolutely not. Padmaja, like I have been saying all the while, Mahagathbandhan or Gathbandhan or the coalition politics, the coalition politics was brought to the Indian politics by respected former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee. He gave the word coalition dharma. So for us, coalition is a dharma. For the Congress party, coalition is just an arrangement. We have to understand who are the flag bearers of the India Alliance. Padmaja, I want to ask you tonight. We saw the Ramlila Maidan. Who all were sitting there? Wife of Arvind Kejriwal, wife of Kalpana Soren, son of Lalu Yadav, son of Farooq Abdullah, son of Balsab Thackeray. All the sons and daughters, the wives and the aunties, they came together. They initially came for having a lunch weekend get together at Delhi Gymkhana Club. They suddenly realized, let's do a rally as well. So the sons and daughters who cannot see beyond one family, मैं, मेरा बेटा, मेरी बेटी, मेरा भाई, मेरी भाभी, मेरा बहन, मेरे बहनोई, इस मानसिकता से निकलने की आवश्यकता है. And that is why, that is the reason we have been witnessing any leader with some sort of ground support, any leader with some sort of resilience, they feel claustrophobic in your political party.
Okay,
and
Guru Prakash, with the greatest of respect, I don't think the BJP and definitely not the BJP in Bihar should be talking about मेरा बेटा, मेरा भाई. अशोक चौधरी जी की 25 साल की बेटी को टिकट मिला है लोकसभा का. चिराग पासवान ने अपने बहनोई को टिकट दिया है बिहार से. So let's not go down into this debate because I don't think anyone has a higher moral ground in this. और बिहार में तो कतई नहीं. जेडीयू बीजेपी ने मिला करके कुछ नहीं तो 10-12 लोगों को आपके मां, बहन, बेटा, बहनोई को टिकट दिया हुआ है. You cannot deny that, Guru Prakash.
No, Padmaja, as a spokesperson of the BJP, I can speak on behalf of the BJP. Out of our 17 candidates, you will see absolutely no point of dynasty. And on the point of dynasty, Padmaja, let me make this clear for once and all. You have been following politics for quite long. Since 1952, the formation of the Bharatiya Janata Sangh to 2024. From 1952 to 2024, I throw an open challenge to you, the rest of the panelists and your viewers. You give me one instance कि किसी पिता का अध्यक्षीय कार्यकाल खत्म हुआ हो और बेटा आके बैठ गया हो. आप मुझे स्टेट में बताइए,
Okay.
एट एनी स्टेट प्रेसिडेंट पोजीशन किसी पिता का कार्यकाल खत्म हुआ हो, कोई पुत्र आके बैठ गया हो, दिस इज नेवर हैपेंड
Okay.
इन द हिस्ट्री ऑफ
I'm
भारतीय
just
जनता
talking
पार्टी,
about the people who have got tickets. If you want, just to be clear on facts, because you come from Bihar, let me read out the list of people from families who've been fielded in Bihar. Hajipur, Chirag Paswan is fighting, who is Ramvilas Paswan's son. Jamui, Arun Bharti, who is the brother-in-law of Chirag Paswan. Samastipur, I just mentioned, Ashok Chaudhary's daughter Shambhavi Chaudhary is fighting. Valmiki Nagar, Sunil Kumar, who is Vaidyanath Mehto's son. Paschim Champaran, Sanjay Jaiswal, who is former MP Madan Jaiswal's son. I can go on and on because I thought I had about 10 to 12 names that I was looking at. But since we are talking right now about the problems of the Congress, Vinod ji, क्या आपको लग रहा है कि अब जबकि चुनाव के नॉमिनेशन इतने करीब आ गए हैं, कांग्रेस को उनके ही एलाइज, फॉर वांट ऑफ अ बेटर वर्ड, इज्जत ही नहीं दे रहे हैं? अब तो मतलब खुल करके लोग बोल रहे हैं कि भाई नहीं देंगे, तुम्हें सीट नहीं देंगे, टिकट नहीं देंगे.
देखिए, ये बात तो सही है. अगर कांग्रेस दिसंबर में हुए 3 विधानसभा चुनाव जीत जाती तो आज भाषा कुछ दूसरी होती. तब शायद नीतीश कुमार भी छोड़ करके बीजेपी एनडीए के साथ नहीं जाते. जैसे अभी वो हमारे मित्र पासवान जी जो है, गुरु प्रकाश जी गिना रहे थे चिरकूट और वो सब, तो भाषा तो नीतीश कुमार और बीजेपी के बीच में भी जो भाषा युद्ध हुआ है वो भी गिनाया जा सकता है, या ओम प्रकाश राजभर के बयान भी गिनाया जा सकता है. राजनीति में बड़ी आम बात हो गई है. अब ये किसी के ऊपर छींटे डालना.
सत्ता में आ गए तो नीतीश जी ने और रैली में बोला था ना कि हम थोड़े वक्त के लिए इधर उधर हो गए थे, अब कहीं नहीं जाएंगे.
अब पता नहीं कि नीतीश जी
अब आ गए आपके साथ.
नीतीश जी तो ये भी बोल चुके हैं कि मैं मर जाऊंगा, बीजेपी में नहीं जाऊंगा. तो वो उनकी बात का तो कोई मतलब नहीं रहा है. वो कब कहाँ क्या चल दे वो. लेकिन मूल मुद्दे पर आते हैं जो आप जिसका आज विषय है, क्योंकि परिवार का मामला ये है कि बिहार में तो आप अगर लिस्ट निकालिए ना,
वो तो सेटल्ड है, वो तो 12 लोग हैं यहाँ पे.
नहीं, वो तो चुनाव लड़ रहे हैं, पॉलिटिक्स की मैं बात कर रहा हूं. बिहार में तो कोई ऐसा नेता नहीं है 90-80% जो जिनके पिता राजनीति से में न रहे हों. मतलब मैं नाम नहीं लेना चाहता व्यक्तिगत रूप से किसी का, लेकिन आप किसी सम्राट चौधरी देख लीजिए, शकुनी चौधरी के बेटे हैं, और बहुत सारे लोग हैं भी.
बट कांग्रेस,
लेकिन मैं मुद्दे पे आ रहा हूं. तो इसलिए परिवारवाद, ये सब बातें जो है खाली बोलने के लिए ठीक है, एक दूसरे पे छींटाकशी करने के लिए. देखिए, कांग्रेस को कम से कम ये देखना चाहिए, और कांग्रेस को नहीं, इंडिया गठबंधन के नेताओं को भी, कि आप जब भारतीय जनता पार्टी एनडीए के मुकाबले चुनाव में जा रहे हैं तो एक कुछ ना कुछ तो अपनी साख बचा के लोगों की भी रखनी पड़ेगी. आप एक एक सीट पर ऐसे लड़ रहे हैं जैसे मतलब वो अगर सीट मान लीजिए एक पार्टी छोड़ भी देती है, सांगली सीट है, अगर कांग्रेस छोड़ देती, कांग्रेस के वहां के लोकल विधायक जो है वो नाराज हो गए हैं, तो ये नाराजगी की कीमत चुकानी पड़ेगी. अब संजय निरुपम को निकालने की तैयारी हो रही है. अब प्रॉब्लम कांग्रेस की ये है कि उसके अपने नेता जो है वही उसके काबू में नहीं है, दूसरों को तो छोड़ दीजिए.
नहीं, और काबू में नहीं है अलग बात है. आप जब कोई आपका नेता कह रहा है कि भाई ये सीट मेरे को चाहिए, उल्टा आप पलट करके उसको कह रहे हैं लगता है कि ये तो बीजेपी को बिक गया है. आज उनके खुद के नेता जो है महाराष्ट्र से, दे आर गिविंग स्टेटमेंट,
वो इसलिए कह रहे हैं,
सुपारी ले ली है संजय निरुपम ने.
नहीं, वो इसलिए कह रहे हैं क्योंकि जो नेता हैं, क्योंकि केंद्रीय हाईकमान जो है वो कमजोर है. क्योंकि आज बीजेपी में कोई नहीं कह सकता. बीजेपी में सीट पिछली बार देखे ना, 17 सीटें बीजेपी लड़ी थी, नीतीश कुमार के साथ कंप्रोमाइज किया था, जबकि और कोई नहीं बोला. इस बार भी कोई नहीं बोल रहा क्योंकि लीडरशिप स्ट्रांग है सेंटर की. जो बोलेगा उसको मालूम है वो पार्टी में इसकी क्या स्थिति होगी. कांग्रेस में क्या है कि आप बोलिए, कुछ भी बोलिए, निकाल दिए जाएंगे तो दूसरी पार्टी का दरवाजा खुला हुआ है. वहां तो बीजेपी तैयार बैठी है लेने के लिए कि आइए, हम भले आपको जो है अगर टिकट नहीं दे सकते तो भविष्य में कुछ दे देंगे.
करेक्ट. और अब तो द सिचुएशन इज सच, लाइक यू हैड विजेंदर सिंह, who until yesterday was tweeting against the BJP.
नवीन जिंदल
Today he gave an interview saying, मैं कल रात को ट्वीट किया, फिर मैं सो गया, सुबह मैं उठा, मुझे लगा कि मैं गलत पार्टी में हूं, तो मैं बीजेपी में. So now there is absolutely no qualms also. But since we are talking about Maharashtra, Sangli is not the only seat. Mumbai Northwest is not the only seat either. There are more seats, by the way, where the fight is ongoing. And these are high-profile seats, mind you. And Maharashtra is where the closest fought contest is going to be there. I already told you about Sangli, right? Where there is an open rebellion now from leaders within the Congress. Chandrahar Patil is a famous wrestler. Uddhav Thackeray did a rally in Sangli and unilaterally declared, even before the seat sharing had been made official, that Chandrahar Patil is our candidate. Now, Prateek Patil is the person who wants to fight from there. His supporters are writing letters saying, what is this? Why is Shiv Sena treating us in such a shabby fashion? I've already told you about Mumbai Northwest. The Sanjay Nirupam wanted this seat, but it has gone to Amol Kirtikar. Result, that Sanjay Nirupam, who's an ally, is saying, "अरे Amol Kirtikar तो खिचड़ी चोर है, वो खिचड़ी चोर अभी तक absconding है, कहाँ चला गया खिचड़ी चोर?" Imagine. Mumbai South Central seat, Anil Desai has been declared as a candidate from there. This despite the fact that Varsha Gaikwad herself, who is the Mumbai Congress chief, wanted it. It's her family bastion, but it's gone to Shiv Sena. This is the reason why right now Congress workers are thinking, Bhivandi, there is a fight, but this one is between Congress and Sharad Pawar's party. My question is, and I want to ask this to Samajwadi Party, Mohammad Tariq Khan, हमने देखा किस तरीके से अब समाजवादी पार्टी और कांग्रेस का झगड़ा चल रहा है उत्तर प्रदेश में। कई लोग तो ये कह रहे हैं कि अब आपको समझ में आ गया कि कांग्रेस कमजोर है और आप उन पर हावी होने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। मोहम्मद तारिक खान, आप म्यूट है शायद, आप अपना ऑडियो ठीक कर लीजिए।
Since the time of Netaji Mulayam Singh Yadav, ji used to go to Shirangi Mahali's Iftar party, so it's a long tradition of Samajwadi Party to attend that Iftar party. Point number one. Now you have said that there has been tussle in many seats. I want to focus on a seat in Uttar Pradesh, that is Devariya. Ex-MLA Surendra Singh said that in case you will repeat the ticket of Virendra Singh Mast, I will fight independent and make him to lose those seats. This is not a fight. This is the love between Surendra Singh and Virendra Singh Mast. And this shouldn't be brought to the national level that there has been so much of fight in those seats. BJP is not being able to declare Raebareli, Prayagraj, Firozabad, Balia, Bhadoi, देवरिया, कौशाम्बी, गाजीपुर, मैनपुरी, कैसरगंज, मछली शहर, फूलपुर. Why? Even though from the seats you have changing the ticket like Ghaziabad, General VK Singh, you are not going to you are not giving any tickets to the Panna. You have given ticket to the sitting MLA and the MP. You are saying that you have done nothing like Parivarvad everywhere. Everywhere in Uttar Pradesh, take a single mandal, that is Devi Patan mandal. There are 4 seats. All the 4 seats, I'll take the name. All the 4 seats is a basic or big example of Parivarvad. आप कहें तो मैं एक-एक सीट लेके नाम बताता हूँ।
नहीं सर, वो तो हम मान ही रहे हैं। वो तो कोई कह भी नहीं रहा कि परिवारवाद नहीं होता।
मैम सुन लीजिए, बहुत जल्दी बता दूंगा। श्रावस्ती, निपेंद्र मिश्रा के बेटे साकेत मिश्रा, वो दरी बिछाते हैं। साकेत मिश्रा को मैंने परसों दरी बिछाते हुए देखा। इतने छोटे हुए पन्ना प्रमुख थे कि पहले वो दरी बिछाते थे, आपने उनको टिकट दे दिया। अक्षयवर लाल गौर के बेटे बहराइच से आनंद गौर, वो भी दरी बिछाते थे। अक्षयवर लाल के एडॉप्टेड सन में मेंशन नहीं है। उसके बाद गोंडा, आनंद सिंह के बेटे आनंद सिंह, जो कि लॉन्ग रिश्ता उनका परिवार से रहा है, उनके बेटे कीर्तिवर्धन सिंह भी पन्ना प्रमुख थे और सेक्टर अध्यक्ष थे। आपने सेक्टर अध्यक्ष को टिकट दे दिया। महान पार्टी है भारतीय जनता पार्टी। आई जस्ट वांट टू सल्यूट देम फॉर दिस, गिविंग रिस्पेक्ट टू द बेसिक कैडर पीपल हु आर जस्ट पन्ना प्रमुख और दरी बिछाइंग पीपल्स। व्हाट इज दिस? हम करें, अगर हमारा झगड़ा है, आई एम एक्सेप्टिंग। हमारी प्रॉब्लम हुई सीट्स पर, लाइक जहां एसटी हसन साहब वाली सीट पे दिक्कत हुई, हमने उसको रिजॉल्व किया। अब मैं पूछ रहा हूं, हम एक्सेप्ट करते हैं कि हमारी कुछ सीट पे प्रॉब्लम्स हुई। अब मैं पूछ रहा हूं कि वेदर यू आर हैविंग प्रॉब्लम ऑन दीज सीट्स और नॉट, there is a problem in Devariya or not, he will say no. But send your executive and reach there and meet Surendra Singh, ex-MLA. He is literally saying daily that challenging Bharatiya Janata Party that dare to give ticket Virendra Singh Mast, I'll fight independent and not let him win.
Okay, so you are saying, Tariq Sahab, that आपकी और कांग्रेस के बीच में कोई झगड़ा नहीं है. We will have Guru Prakash address the specific issues that you have raised and then come back to you. Guru Prakash, झगड़ा हर किसी में होता है, आपके भी छोटे छोटे झगड़े चलते हैं, आपके किसी अलायंस पार्टनर से, कभी कभी अपने ही लोगों से. Why only highlight the others?
No, Padmaja, I think in part I agree with the spokesperson from the Samajwadi Party, but you're just comparing apple and oranges. Bharatiya Janata Party today is world's largest political party. We have a membership base of more than 17 crore. The number of seats in Lok Sabha is limited. The number of seats in Rajya Sabha limited. The number of seats in MLA and the MLCs are limited. But every single political worker of the Bharatiya Janata Party is aspirational. I have given you instances. Be it JP Nadda, be it Narendra Modi. For the first time in the history of our country, we saw a woman from Adivasi community reaching the highest constitutional office in the country. क्या ये पहले पॉसिबल था? समाजवादी पार्टी में कोई अध्यक्ष आज तक परिवार के बाहर का व्यक्ति बना है क्या? मैं पूछना चाहता हूं। कांग्रेस पार्टी में पिछले 30 सालों में अध्यक्ष कौन बनता था? सोनिया जी, राहुल जी, सोनिया जी, राहुल जी। उससे पहले कौन बना था? सीताराम केसी, जो कि पिछड़े समाज से आते थे। उनका क्या किया था आपने? मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे जी को एक गिलास पानी पीना होता है, पहले पूछना होता है, सोनिया जी आपको तो प्यास नहीं लगा है, राहुल जी आपको तो प्यास नहीं लगा है। सो व्हेन वी स्पीक ऑफ डायनेस्टी, वी मीन डायनेस्टी. Parties cannot be controlled by one family. Okay. Parties cannot be controlled by one single surname. You need democratic decentralization. That is very important. That is very critical. जहां तक भारतीय जनता पार्टी की बात है, Padmaja, you give me one instance. For the last 2 months, there has been election season. You saw one negative exchange of word. आपने किसी को देखा किसने गाली दी हो, किसी ने आलोचना की हो? Anyone who is perverting the political discourse? Never, absolutely. भारतीय जनता पार्टी stands for discipline. Bharatiya Janata Party stands for integrity, and that is the matter. Like I said, Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji ran a coalition of 28 political parties. कौन-कौन थे उसमें मैं याद दिलाना चाहता हूं। ममता दीदी वो अटल जी के साथ थी, फारूक अब्दुल्ला वो अटल जी के साथ थे, DMK वो अटल जी के साथ थे कुछ समय के लिए। So we know, for us coalition is a dharma, for them coalition is an arrangement to seek power, to pursue corruption, nothing more than that.
Shantanu Gupta, have you ever seen scenes like this, that a candidate for Lok Sabha is being booed and attacked in the office as his own alliance partner? Danish Ali, when he was first brought into the Congress and fielded from Amroha, Samajwadi Party workers got onto the streets, protested. Yesterday, they beat up his supporters only.
I know, Padmaja, the fight will only get bitter from here. And when Mr. Chaudhary was saying कि हमें सीट इसलिए चाहिए कि हम कांग्रेस का झंडा तो लगा सकें. Can you imagine the Grand Node Party, the largest opposition party and the party who ruled India for so long, अभी उनका ऐसी हालत आ गई, उनको बस कैंडिडेट इसलिए लड़ाना है कि भाई कांग्रेस का झंडा तो दिखे, right? And while talking about Purnia seat, I was checking the data. Even Pappu Yadav, whoever fights, right? There was a 22% gap in the NDA candidate and the opposition candidate. So the seats is anyway win. लेकिन आज झंडा लगाने के लिए उनको रहना तो I think they can be there. And on परिवारवाद, I think my stand is also the same. लेकिन सचिन तेंदुलकर का लड़का क्रिकेट खेलता है, I don't have a problem. लेकिन सचिन तेंदुलकर का लड़का अगर 10 मैच में 0 पे आउट होता है फिर भी क्रिकेट खेलता रहता है, that's a problem, right? राहुल गांधी चुनाव हारते जाएंगे, फिर भी if there is a rally, Rahul Gandhi will lead it. If there is a yatra, Rahul Gandhi will lead it. Akhilesh Yadav has lost every election to 2014. मतलब पंचायत का चुनाव भी हार गए, म्युनिसिपल का चुनाव भी हार गए. Can the Samajwadi Party spokesman, can he even imagine? सोचेंगे भी तो उनको डर लगेगा. Can he imagine even कि he can be the party president? He cannot be. Right? That's called परिवारवाद when the parties are ruled by the families. Right? Last time जो 5 सीट आई थी समाजवादी पार्टी की, 5 परिवार, अक्षय यादव, अखिलेश यादव, डिंपल यादव, तेज यादव. Right? That's called family politics.
Okay, if you just stay away from dynasty, अगर आप इसका जवाब दे सके मोहम्मद तारिक खान कि शांतनु गुप्ता जो कह रहे हैं कि अभी लड़ाई और ज्यादा होगी क्योंकि कांग्रेस जितनी वीक होती जाएगी उतनी ज्यादा समाजवादी पार्टी will try to push it against the wall.
There is nothing to push each other. We are just fighting the election together against Bharatiya Janata Party. I want to ask one thing. Means from where this definition has been derived that until and unless you will become a president of that particular party, of a family, is nepotism or is parivarwad?
Sir, the debate is not on nepotism. Answer what I'm asking you.
Saying that the person just spoke before me, he said that कि जो है उनके अलावा कोई और पार्टी अध्यक्ष नहीं बनेगा. ये बात किस किताब में लिखी हुई है? कि परिवार का सदस्य ही जब अध्यक्ष बनेगा और आप अपने सारे विधायकों को, बेटे को विधायक बना दीजिए, वो परिवारवाद नहीं है. वो परिवारवाद नहीं है, उसको परिवारवाद में नहीं गिना जाएगा. चलिए मानते हैं, मगर फिर भी ये तो कह दीजिए कि वो पार्शियल परिवारवाद है और ये फुल परिवारवाद है. सारे विधायकों के और सांसदों के बेटे आपके मंत्री विधायक बन जाएं और अमित शाह के बेटे सब कुछ बन जाएं, वो परिवारवाद नहीं है. और हम अगर पार्टी के चयन होकर अध्यक्ष बन जाए तो वो परिवारवाद है. इसको हिपोक्रेटिक होना कहते हैं. इसको कहते हैं कि तर्कों के आधार पर किसी तरीके से भारतीय जनता पार्टी को सही साबित करते हैं.
Okay, I think this debate is really not going anywhere because nobody is going to admit the weaknesses that they have within, whether there is any actual infighting that is happening. So How this pans out electorally, we'll keep a close watch. For the time being, thanks, gentlemen, for joining us.